Having low testosterone levels as a young guy makes you feel like shit and you become a total loser. You don't feel good trying to achieve hard goals, you've got no confidence, half the time you don't even have any fucking libido and drive to fuck the world. But I went from low testosterone levels to 987 nanograms per deciliter by changing just one thing in my life specifically, and it changed my life forever. I remember the times when I was in university and I literally was sitting in the shower fucking crying and waking up at midday and falling asleep 2 hours later on the couch in my university apartment. And I'd wake up at a whack time, not do any work, be super depressed. Basically, I wanted to fucking off myself, right? Life just wasn't worth living, and I realize now it's because of the main factor, which was low testosterone levels due to a bunch of other factors like poor social life and stress. But how I was able to fix this during this time of having low testosterone, my diet was pretty fucking shit. And it was when I moved back home, that I instantly felt better from not even changing anything. But it's only when I got my testosterone checked and I was at about 500 to 600 after moving away and semi-curing my life, to then implementing what I like to call the champion diet. I went from about 500, 600 to 987 in a matter of just months. And the beautiful thing about this is it's actually not hard to follow at all, and even a loser, even a guy with low testosterone, can see the craziest results. And even if you do not have low testosterone, you will still get a crazy boost, because I guarantee you probably aren't eating like this. And testosterone helped me improve my confidence. I am 10 times more confident now. Testosterone helped me build more muscle and accelerate my gains and be more athletic. It just basically helps everything in life. So what is the man diet? What is this champion diet that I'm telling you to eat? Well, you've heard it before. Basically, it's the wooden chopping board diet, where these motherfuckers on Instagram will tell you to eat beef, ruminant animals like lamb, and eggs and fruit and honey and raw dairy. Well, it is this, but we're going to take it to the next level, because people eat these things in like moderation, right? They have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the way I was able to experience the craziest benefits is by going pretty fucking all out. See, what I did is I dropped my carbs way lower than what they used to be. Back in uni, when I was feeling depressed and had low testosterone, they used to be about 800 grams per day. But now I dropped it down to about 200 grams per day. And what I did is I replaced a lot of those carbs with fats. We know that we have to keep protein high. I still aim for, 0.81 grams of protein per kilo of pound of body weight, or whatever the ratio is. So I'm still hitting about 200 to 250 grams of protein a day. But instead of focusing the rest of my diet on carbs and keeping low fat, I increased the fat significantly. And this was through things like red meat and eggs and raw dairy, cheese, all these kind of foods. And I went to the stage where I was specifically eating a kilo, or about 2 pounds of red meat per day, and 4 to 15 eggs. And it was in this period of time that when my testosterone skyrocketed the most. And the reason why is because of the insane dietary fat and dietary cholesterol that we're getting in from this. You see, cholesterol is the building block for testosterone. It's a precursor to testosterone. Our brain needs testosterone. Our brain needs cholesterol. So when we boost these things, we're getting a lot of more brain power, a lot more physical capacity and capability, and we'll just feel better in general, because we've been sold a lie. You've been sold a lie to eat low cholesterol foods, to watch your fats, and that's why so many guys feel like shit. And there is a time where eating low fat diet works, and that's for people who are injecting external testosterone. I was speaking to a guy in the gym not so long ago, and he was telling me that he eats like 20 grams of fat per day, and he was on steroids. He's on exogenous external testosterone, which basically means you don't need to produce your own anyway, and we need fat to produce our own. So if you're natural, then why the fuck would you be reducing your fat by so much? It's just going to cause you problems like low libido, give you fucking depression, stall your gains. It's going to fuck your life basically. So you need to have red meat, eggs, and a high fat diet. And you're going to instantly be saying, oh, but cholesterol's going to kill me. Well, just have a look at the people who are telling you against cholesterol, and then have a look at the healthy specimen, the ultra aggressive, ultra successful males who are telling you to eat cholesterol. and then you'll realize what the real truth is, right? As long as you're healthy, as long as you are fit, if you are watching this, you're probably interested in fitness, then you should be fine, bro. You should be fine. And what's the other option? Going to eat McDonald's and going to eat a bunch of processed bullshit. Like, there's no other option. And another thing you're gonna say right now is, oh, but fucking that diet is super expensive. I can't afford all that fucking red meat and eggs. Well, interestingly enough, you don't have to afford the highest quality, because people will tell you to eat grass-fed, grass-finished beef and free-range, pasture-raised, organic eggs. But you have to see this as a hierarchy. If we have a list of foods, if we have 100 foods, eggs and beef, no matter what the quality of them, is still going to come at the top. So if you don't have as much money, just like I don't currently, or you probably don't, then you can get away with eating caged eggs. They're still going to be better than all the other foods underneath them. If it's not free range organic, it doesn't really matter. That's that extra 10% to put the cherry on top of the cake. Same with beef. You don't need to get the highest cut eye fillet that's like $40 a piece, where it's grass-fed, grass-finished, organic, pasture-raised, fucking soy, vegan-free. Bro, just fucking eat some beef instead of eating things like processed fucking freezer meals like a fucking retard. Like, it's really not that hard. And once I incorporated this and just decided that I was just gonna try and eat more red meat and eggs and eat them in the most insane quality I could and quantity I could, then that's when my testosterone got to 987. And look, if you want the specific protocol and how I did this even more, how I implemented this into my daily routine, then check the link in the description, because it's where I teach how I went from a loser with low testosterone and hated my life to somebody who now is way different on the other end of the spectrum. So I think it will work for you, and I hope it can truly help you. But with that being said, that's all from me. Remember that progress is purpose, and just implement this and you'll notice a change in your life, potentially even in 1 week or overnight.